Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have to talk to you guys about a little bit of a channel update, but I'm also gonna do a merch haul, so let's get started. Hey friends, my name's Corina. I'm a wife and mama to 2 kiddos, and our family loves to share our family adventures, especially to Disney. And so I have been doing that here on my channel for actually 2 years now. And I recently shared in a community post on my community tab that I was having some issues with my hard drive. I have tried several different things. We've talked to a few different people, and unfortunately my hard drive has not been recovered. And so that means that I've lost all of my data that I have from not only our trip to Walt Disney World this last spring, also from our trip to Great Wolf Lodge that we've gone on this summer, I haven't even talked about, and our trip to Disneyland that we already went on as well this summer. So I'm pretty devastated about it. I also lost like the last 2 years basically worth of data from that hard drive, which, thinking about it now, it's very bittersweet because a lot of that stuff I've already put into videos and it's already out here on my YouTube channel, but obviously like I wanted a lot of that for clips, for memories, for my kids and things like that, and things to reference. So it was a pretty big shock that my hard drive has crashed. I am probably going to send it out to a professional company to see if they can recover it. The people that we've spoken to have said they're pretty sure a professional company that just works on data recovery can recover it, but it's going to cost us. So still debating that a little bit, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because I had quite a few Disney World vlogs left, and like I said, all that content from the summer, including, you know, prepping and packing and going on the trips and all that stuff. And more than just putting things out here on YouTube, I really like to have the videos and these things to look back on to see my kids and how they've grown. We were in Disneyland just over a week ago, and even that trip, it's been about 7 months since we last visited Disneyland, and things about our kids have changed so much even in just that short amount of time. So it's really nice for us to have those videos to look back on and to reflect on, and my kids love to watch them and in the times that we're not at Disney. So they really mean a lot to our family, and I think it might honestly be worth it to just go ahead and have them recovered professionally. But I did want to share that that's kind of where we're at right now with my content. I cannot access any of it. I have like 2 videos worth of content that was left on my SD cards from our Disneyland trip. So I will post those in the next week or so, but they're gonna be a little bit disjointed because it'll be all of a sudden like, oh, we're in California Adventure, like what? So just bear with me with that, you guys, and know that I'm trying my best, and hopefully we'll have some of that data recovered. But in the meantime, I've got to come up with some content, right? So the very first thing that I filmed when we came back from Disney World was actually a merch haul, and that was also on that hard drive. So I'm going to go ahead and recreate that haul in some form today and share with you guys some things that we purchased in Disney World because it was a great trip and we did purchase quite a lot. So I'm not going to share everything, but I'm going to share with you guys like kind of the highlights of what we purchased from Disney World. Okay, guys, and before I start with the merch haul, I do want to just say thank you guys for bearing with me because I know it's been a little bit of an awkward time as far as to be following someone's channel, but I appreciate it, and I'm super happy that you guys are here, and hopefully I can recover that data. Honestly, my husband was feeling so sorry for me that he was like, just plan another trip, just go again in a couple months, I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that too, but that's where we are. We're all kind of sad about it. But anyway, the first thing I want to share with you guys is actually from Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's these really cool little beads, and I shared this on the vlog, but these things are super, super cool. So we went to different stations around the lodge, and they give you a bead after you complete each station. So we only got 4 beads from our day, and we honestly are planning to, when we go back to Disney World, to complete our strands. And then at the end, we'll get like a cool Mickey bead. But each of us has 4 beads right now, and so we feel pretty accomplished with that. But I just love it. This is a souvenir, something you can do completely free at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and then you get something to take home. And once this is complete, like I'll probably add it to a bag. of some sort that I have, and it'll just be a really cool memory of not only the things we learned, but that time at Disney World. So love that. That's the first thing. This first one is a lion. This one is just like a rectangular bead with some different symbols there. This one is in the shape of Africa, so an African bead, and then this one's a giraffe. So really fun, and they each had something to do with the things we learned as we were at each individual station. So I know this one's from like the ecology, like taking care of the environment one. This one was from doing the animals, like learning about the different animals. This was from feeding giraffes, and this one was from learning about Africa and the climate and how complex really it is. So really cool, and I love that it like brings back all those memories and the things we learned. All right, the next thing is drinkware. I love a good mug. Love a good mug. So I did get some different drinkware. The first thing I'm going to show you guys, my mom actually brought back for me because I forgot to grab it in the airport and regretted it like immediately as soon as we got home. So it is the Starbucks, the Been There collection, and it's the Orlando mug. I know they recently updated them, and so some people are not as fond of these newer ones as they were of the older ones, but I really like this. I thought it was a good representation of Orlando and some of the things that we did and saw while we were there. So really fun. On the inside it's orange, which of course it is. So I love that so much. Another thing I got is actually from Animal Kingdom Lodge, and this is this really cool mug. It says Animal Kingdom on it, so you can also get it in the Animal Kingdom Park, but it's got these cool like animal footprints around the bottom in this little band, and then it has this cool Mickey shape like mosaic art with all of these different animals in it. I absolutely love it so much. It has become one of my favorite mugs. It's such a good shape for a mug that you can like kind of cozy up with it. I really love it, and think that's so perfect as a commemorative item from our trip, and just falling in love with Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's definitely like our home away from home, and we cannot wait to go back. And the final drinkware I got is something that I will use like for travel, like going back and forth to work and stuff. It is also from Starbucks, and it's just the Disney World tumbler. I thought this was really nice to kind of commemorate all of the parks, since we did do all 4 parks during this trip, and I think it's really nice. It's also like this cool like pearl iridescent kind of like sparkly color, and then the print is all gold and black, so it's really beautiful. And again, it just has all of those different park icons and Florida icons as well. I love that Orange Bird is featured on here. So cute. There's like Remy. I mean, there's honestly so much in this mug. Every time I look at it, I see something new. So I really love it, and I just think it's so, so great. All right, guys, next I'm gonna talk about a couple things my kids got. Number one, they both got shoulder pets. They're so cute. So this is the one that Ella picked out. It is Pascal from Rapunzel. He is so dang cute. I think his tail actually does come apart. She hasn't taken it off of here yet, but I think it curls up and down. And you basically just tuck like this part under your shirt, and then they can sit right on your shoulder as a little pet. So you'll see people around the parks with these all the time. My son got one that is Sebastian, and I could not locate it to save my life right now. So it's in our house somewhere. I just didn't have it in hand. But they both did get a shoulder pet. Their primary thing that they did get was a Lego set. They both picked one out, and my mom had given them some like vacation money, and so they both decided to use their vacation money towards their Lego set. And instead of getting them at the park or at downtown, instead of getting them at Disney, instead of getting their Lego set at Disney Springs, we went ahead and had it ordered from the website and then just shipped to our house. And it arrived, I think, the day after we got home. So it took maybe 4 days to get here to our house, and I thought it was perfect. Honestly, it was so great. So while we were in the store, I just took a picture with my phone and then searched it on the website, or you could also just put in like the number that's on the Lego box and see if they have it on the website available to order. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I would say before you leave the store, if you're not planning to go back, definitely check and make sure they actually have it online, because some of those items are specific to the store. They're not going to have them online. So just bear that in mind. But that's what we did, and they were both really happy. And it was nice because we didn't have to worry about shipping it back or bringing it on the plane with us or putting it in the luggage, anything like that. We were just able to ship it right to the house. and the kids built them and played with them, and they play with them every so often now. So it's like a really nice thing to have like a souvenir for. My kids did also get a couple other random little toys that they play with, but I'm just not going to go into all those. So the other thing that we all kind of got into this trip were pins, and I actually had a goal this trip of getting a pin for each place that we went, because I thought it would be a pretty like easy kind of souvenir to get. However, I didn't end up finding enough pins for where I actually wanted them from. Like I wanted to get one for each hotel that we stayed at, and they really didn't have any options for the different hotels. So I thought that was interesting. But one pin that I did get is actually from Royal Caribbean, because we did also go on a cruise, and this actually says perfect day at Coco Cay. It has the hot air balloon, which is also on Coco Cay, on the private island. So I thought this was fun to commemorate our Royal Caribbean trip, portion of the trip. And then I also did get a pin from Blizzard Beach, which has Olaf in a little snow globe. So cute. And Ella picked this one out. I think she got this at Hollywood Studios, and she said this was our family. I don't know how it's actually our family, but yeah, I don't know. Obviously, like the mom and dad are me and my husband, and then she is Marie. I think she decided that my son is the orange cat, and then my dad is actually the gray cat. And then these two back here are my mom and my stepdad, because they were also on the trip. So it does actually like reflect all like the number of people that were on the trip with us. So it was really cute that she saw this and said like, oh, that's us. Like that's us from this vacation. So really fun, but this was her first official pin that she picked out. And my husband also did start becoming like a pin collector and trader on this trip. So he really got into like purchasing pins and picking them out specifically, and he's now decided that he's going to start like trading and getting into that. So we did some of that in Disneyland when we went this last trip, and we'll do some more when we go back, but he's very much excited about that. Okay, so last things I want to share are some items that I picked up for myself. They are clothing items. First one is a t-shirt. Oh, she is lilac. She's an oversized shirt, but she has this really cool print with, it's like screen print, but then it also has some embroidery, and it's icons of the different parks. So I thought it was really cool to commemorate all the 4 parks again, since I didn't get something from each park. I just thought this was a nice little overall commemorative shirt. Then I also got a hoodie, a zip-up hoodie, which zip-ups are my favorite. I don't like just pullover hoodies. So I'd rather have a Spirit jersey than a hoodie if I'm gonna have a pullover. But this is from the Play in the Parks collection, which is a collection I have loved ever since it came out. So I thought it was perfect to get something from Disney World in this collection. So here's the front decal, and it's embroidered. And then here's the back, and it's again a combination of screen print and embroidery. And again, it's the 4 parks, and I love it. It's all the Mickey and Friend icons. There's Dumbo, there's Minnie and Mickey in a teacup. So it's just really cute, I think, and fun and happy and bright, which I loved, and it just commemorates the time. So that is the merch haul from Disney World. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for bearing with me through all of this craziness. I will have some new content coming for you guys very soon. Like I said, it will be Disneyland, and we'll be at California Adventure. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Can't wait to bring you guys along. It was such a good day. So I'll see you then, friends. Have a great day. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe so that you can join our internet fam here. I'll see you soon, friends. Bye.